Starting to feel like I think I really can get this mostly done today and put away. And then I would have like 2 weeks of just relaxing. That would be so awesome. Day 2. First step, assess where I left off. Where am I at? I have got to get this done today. So this is like cards and coasters and stuff that I've been keeping on the table over the summer just for easy access. That's stuff I need to put in my kids' memory books. This is a pile of the curriculum I think I'm going to use this year. This is all stuff that needs to go somewhere else, probably in the basement, like where I store like extra school supplies that I don't need to store up here. For example, all of the art that's paint and canvases right there. And then I've got my piles here. I already forgot what this pile was. Oh, this is a lap book and coloring sheets. Just as like not curriculum for my daughters, but something fun that they might do like the first week of school. A pile of notebooks, a pile of books, mom's personal books, and then like reading books because I store those in my bookcase. Right there. Yes, I have streamers because my daughter wanted to decorate for her birthday. That's how it is. Then I have a pile of like planning type sheets I need to store. These are all the tools I have for planning, for making checklists and stuff. This is curriculum that I don't think I'm going to use this year, but I need to go through and assess what's here and what I'm going to do with it. Writing paper, school supplies that need to be put away, colored paper, special paper, clipboards. This is so much simpler than what my table has looked like in years past. I'm not even joking. The garbage can is getting full. That's good. The art cart is already organized. So I did get that done. So that's a lot more simple up here than it has been. Paints and stuff is in that basket I can pull out. And then down below is where I put all the cups. Does anybody else have girls who love, or boys, whoever, who loves to paint, and they're always getting the paint cups out and ruining my drinking glasses? This actually used to be a drinking glass, and so now it's designated as a paint glass for cleaning your brushes. But then I have all these other things that like we've gotten on vacations, plastic cups that I really don't want to keep as drinking cups. I throw them down here so they can use them for their paint cups. So we have quite the collection down here now. They should never ruin a drinking glass again. So I think the next step is going to be for me to start working on clearing off this table. And then I will move all the things out that I don't need for this year, and then start putting away the things I do need for this year and creating my systems, because sometimes I just create the systems as I go. So let's do it. Okay, as I was staring at this table, I was thinking, put the school supplies away, but I also kind of need to sort through the stuff, because also markers, they don't always get put away. I had a great system in years past where this sat on the middle of the table, but that was back in the days when my daughters colored more with markers. Like we had scissors in here. They did more crafty type stuff. But nowadays, they pretty much only come here if they need a pencil or they need a pen or they need a pair of scissors. So we kind of just keep it over here for now, but I usually sort it at the beginning of the year and it gets all messed up. So, I think I'm just gonna do my best to put this stuff away, but then once I start cleaning up everything, then I will start sorting through all these, figuring out what markers, pens don't work anymore, and then assess what we need for school supplies for this year. I just moved the globe over here. It was sitting here, but I had this, what do you call this? What do you call this? Stand? It's got to have a name. It's too early for me to think of it though. So I rearranged a few things on my art cart so that this could go here. So I had to keep my chalk pastels because I have a really nice big one here. So that's still there under the globe, which is fine. And I moved some of my other child pastels and my black Sharpie markers and my oil pastels down here. And I moved the paint brushes down here with the paint glasses so that the globe could go here because it takes up a lot of space. But anyway, I found that tray that I had actually bought when we were trying the Good and the Beautiful history, because there was this beautifully illustrated book where you're showing maps and everything. And I needed a way that, like, while I was reading, I could display the book open. So I would open the book here, and then these little thingies here, these arms, they're very tight. They would come up and hold the book open. But anyway, this thing was super handy. I think this is bamboo or teak wood. It wasn't that expensive. If I can find it, I got it from Amazon. I'll link it below in case you need something like that. But it's great for displaying maps or illustrations while mom is trying to teach, but she wants to show everybody something. All right, I've been at this for a couple hours today. I found more curriculum. I got most of the table cleaned up and figured out where it was going to go. This is like all my planner stuff. I still got to figure out what I'm going to do with this. I started on the cabinet though. Okay, that's curriculum that needs to go downstairs. This is my high schooler stuff from this year that I still have to figure out, but I'm not going to mess with it. So I got it out of the way for now. I got boxes to carry stuff downstairs, and I can't decide if I'm going to use that down here or not, because I found that I had a couple of these they're not being used. So we're going to see what I decide to put down there, because I could put these math drills that I have. I could possibly put those down there. So I also got this cabinet figured out. So these are the binders that my daughter's little hold, like their science journal stuff, any papers that they write, things that they need, maybe IW handouts or things like that that I need to keep in one place. That's their binders. And then I have like fun stuff for my little one because she finishes her work quickly and sometimes she still likes to write and do stuff like that. So I have a binder of stuff for her for that. And then this is for some of the printouts that I have that maybe curriculum, like for example, I got a campfire curriculum for Christmas and I already printed it, but I don't need it yet, right? So I might throw that in there or down there. It depends how I store it. If I am going to put it in a binder and it's 3-hole punched already, then I put it in there. But if it's just like books, curriculum, I put it in there. Okay, and then I moved these out of that cabinet because currently this cabinet is mostly math, but it had those markers in there. But I think I've created some more space down here, and I was thinking that maybe I would move my geography all together because I had some of this geography stuff in 3 different places. Like these geography cards from the Good and the Beautiful were housed in there, but I'm not sure how much I'm going to use them this year. So I'm like, I'm going to put this with geography stuff. And I think I'm going to see if I can find a spot in the math cabinet. And then this cabinet, it's also obviously holds, like when I host people, dinner parties and stuff, this is like my extra dishes, you know, like ice bucket, fancier stuff. That's even an extra silverware. Hand wash only silverware, so I only use it if I need it. So anyway, it's in there so I can put these things on top of it. But this is like, I don't know what you would call this, just paper supplies, stickers, special art paper. This is resume paper, which sometimes is fun, like if you're doing a project where you need like parchment paper. Need to fix that. Notebook paper, cardstock, and colored paper. This is my scratch paper. You know, if I print out something and we don't use it and it's got stuff on one side but the other side's blank, so if we need to make a list or my daughters want to draw something, that's where we can grab it. Same thing here. It might have writing on the other side. I have a hard time throwing away this very pretty lined paper when it has only a few things on it because it's just so beautiful. I want to make a list on it. These are my magazines, my binder dividers, and my page protectors. Things like that are here. My dry erase pockets. By the way, I've gotten dry erase pockets, like this one is from Target, and it is such a cheaper, like it's so much cheaper than this set that I've gotten from Amazon. Like this feels nicer and it's held up a lot more. I'll link these below from Amazon because these just come in so handy when you have a worksheet that you want to reuse over and over and over again. Just put it in one of these and it works great. And because I got all the different colors, you can switch out the colors. So like if you're displaying it in your homeschool room, you know, you can make it match. And then over here, some random file folders and just regular folders if I need one. So this is kind of mostly paper supplies. I'm not sure what I'm going to put here though. I'm thinking, okay, this is a language arts cabinet because this basket is like for spelling practice. It's got all kinds of like games and stuff for language arts type things. And then this is a basket I just gave my daughters. If they have random stuff laying around like stickers or washi tape or something, I just throw it in here. Like they can figure out where it's at. This is their basket and it helps me clean up the space quickly. If I have people coming over, I can throw it in here. And that's what I'm wondering about here. So I have a lot of journaling things I've used in the past, and then this like holiday stuff that I could put here. But the problem is if it's not very well organized, I often just forget about it. I was thinking about keeping it empty. So again, if I have a bunch of people coming over quickly and like I just don't have time to put things away where they go, or I'm struggling putting it away, then I can just make a big pile and throw it in here quickly because you need a closet, right? To throw things in when people are coming over. So I haven't decided yet what I'm gonna do here. I was thinking I was using this for my high schooler for things for me to grade for him last year, but in the middle of the year, I thought of something different and I made a video about it. I'll link that video below about homeschool high school mom organization. But since I had a whole binder where I put the high school like teacher's manual stuff, I also created a spot in this binder for places to, like when he handed me stuff that I needed to grade, I have a tab here for to grade, and I had a place here to put all of his stuff. So I really didn't need that tray once I figured out that system. And so I was also thinking that maybe I would reuse this and put some of the journaling stuff here, some of the holiday stuff, so that when I'm ready to plan or ready to grab new things, I can just come here to this tray. These are chalkboard labels. I've talked about them before. I will link those below because this is Scotch brand tape with a chalk marker. So if I get a wet marker, that'll come right off, but you can see like my finger doesn't wipe it off, unlike that one where a couple years ago I actually tried to use chalk and it just smeared all the time. So chalk marker and then a wet cloth will wipe it off. But the chalk brand tape I've only found at Staples. I think I've talked about it before. It's pricey. See, mom's organizational tools. Yeah, I have a box just for me for days like this. So this tape has lasted me a couple years, I think. I can't remember if I bought it new last year or if this is leftover from the year before. So I've only bought it twice, but there's quite a bit left on here. And then you cut your labels to size. So that one label you saw, I cut it in half. So, I mean, this thing can go a long way and it just looks nice. And then I've got a label maker. I don't use this as much because I like the chalkboard look. You know, like when my son was going to school, I used it to label all of his supplies. So it came in handy for that because you just go print, 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 print. This is such a handy box to have around. So I'm making progress, and I'm starting to feel like I think I really can get this mostly done today and put away. And then I think I said I'm waiting for the ink to come on my printer so I can print my planners. And then maybe next week I can actually plan my first day of school, and I can be like ready to go by, what's the date? Like August 3rd or 4th. And then I would have like 2 weeks of just relaxing. That would be so awesome. I'm still working on my coffee too. Bella moved in here. She just loved me so much, don't ya? What do you think? What are you gonna do to help out around here? Or do you just reduce stress by being so adorable? She just had her head resting on this planner, didn't you? Didn't you? Oh, she's tired. What is that?
Bacon burnt ends.
Bacon? From who?
Kinder. From Max Jerky. Max the meat guy. YouTuber.
Huh.
Like candy.
Oh, it actually is pretty good. Pretty good snack for a hard day's work. What are you doing? You just cannot help yourself. The window's even over there. I don't understand why you're hanging off of this end of the table. Why are you the way that you are? Look at you. You even look like you're laying on your side. All right, I just went through all the curriculum and kind of sorted it into piles. I am making so much progress. I can't even, it's awesome. So this is like pile for my kids, like maybe daily binders. I got to figure out what I'm doing with this. I still have to go through all this curriculum that I printed and figure out the binders that it's going to go in. This is future. If you watched my Learn Math Fast video, I forgot to share with this. They have these math kits that come with it. So when you get to volume 4, there's this geometry kit, and it has the protractor and some manipulatives and also some like fancy activities in there. And then the same thing for volume 7, which is high school geometry. These are really nice and durable cards that have some, I don't know what you call them, cheat sheets. So that's kind of cool. They can be used as bookmarkers, space cards. So chapter 1, chapter 2, kind of cool. This one is all about volume. I turned it around because you're supposed to cut out this thing and make it a box, and then the sides of the box just to help you remember it's base times width times height. So if you want to do like a little kinesthetic activity. So anyway, this is going to go, can't do this one-handed. This is going in my futures. This is my 4th graders pile, my 8th graders pile. The personal Bible study stuff. This is geography stuff. This is my family subject stuff. I'm still kind of going through. This is when I teach my daughters IEW stuff together, all of the curriculum that I'm going to need for that. My high schoolers, very teeny tiny pile. More stuff I found that I need to put away. Anything that I had for our family co-op is over here. And then some Bible studies that we started but I still haven't finished. I got to figure out what I'm going to do, because every year I'm just like, oh, but I want to do this Bible study plan. So we might just tuck that away for later. Do you see this? Escape the crate. Who has seen that on social media? I'm so excited to try one of these escape rooms and see if my kids love it. My middle child is dying to go to an actual escape room, so I thought this might be fun to do at home, and we probably will do an escape room sometime. Making progress. It's only noon, and I literally feel like I'm gonna have all this done by dinner time. I'm so excited. Tired. It's almost 3 o'clock. I feel like I'm so close to being done, but I am so tired. How did I know? I was way too optimistic. I had separated like all of the copies and stuff that printouts I had made, and I was putting some of them in my daughter's binder. So like this is my teenage daughter's binder. She's got a reading journal from Not Consumed that I had printed out. So I need to hole punch it and put it in her binder. I still have some copies to make. I have a lot of holes to punch for my own binders. Can you feel my fatigue? I don't know if I should continue. I'm so tired. I want to take a nap. All right, I got no more brain power left to do this. So I put the rest of my printables, not hole punched, into my planning binder, my daily binder, to finish next week. I added to my list here that I need to relabel everything, including my magazine files, my binder tabs, my trays. The trays over there need to relabel. And I made some more copies, so I need to subtract those from my HP print subscription. I think I might reprint this bird watching notebook because I was flipping through it and noticed, like in the one that I got from The Good and the Beautiful, this page and this page was actually right here. And I was like, that's really annoying. I can't believe I printed it like this. This page is supposed to be on the other side of this page. This page, feather identification, is supposed to be on the other side of this page. But since we learned about birds, this is really like to go out and observe the birds. And I thought it would be fun to do in the fall and in the spring. Actually do it because we really didn't do anything with these last year. So I just kind of want to get these ready just for those fun little field trips. But I'll leave this one for me, I think, and then I'll reprint this for my daughter so that it's printed the same way as the other one. So I have a few more tasks to do. If you like watching these kind of videos, check out and stay tuned to see the finished product and get the grand tour of everything I accomplish. I guess my new goal is August 1st now. Till next time, bye.